Bro, this is completely unedited. This is just off the top. Cause I'm at my wit's end, to be honest, bro. I wanted this video was a long time in the making because I didn't want to come off like I'm hating or like I actually don't like this person when I don't know this person. Like it's not anything deeper than music. But hearing the fall off was the last straw for me. I wanted to put this I wanted to vent and put this somewhere. I wanted to put it on Reddit. I wanted to put it somewhere, but if I put it on Reddit, I don't know what subreddit to put it in. 'Cause if I put it in like the J. Cole subreddit, then I'm just met with, oh, you're a hater. And if I put it in like, I guess, Drake or Kendrick Lamar, it's just gonna look like I'm just a dick rider. So it's like, yeah. This rant is coming from someone who loves hip hop, who loves the sport of hip hop, who is like, I grew up on this shit. This shit raised me to an extent. Like, it sounds almost sad it sounds sad to a point, but like there was times in my life where music raised me when there was no one around and I like this was the only thing I could lean on. I just want to preface this with I do like J. Cole. Here's some J. Cole songs that I have on my phone. Like there's a Bia song because J. Cole went crazy. Like I think J. Cole is an excellent rapper. I think he's great when it comes to rapping. Like he is a great rapper. But this has been mind-boggling me for the longest time. Where the fuck did this big three thing come from? How is J. Cole even considered being in the big three? How does anyone listen to the fall off and think, oh wow, this is like the best rapper material in the game? Like, yes, he can rap really good. He puts words together really well. And that's amazing. But there's a million rappers that do that even better, who can make better songs, who have better production, like a better ear for production, who have better song structure skills, who, or maybe just have a better team who helps them with structuring songs or writing or concepts or maybe not making every song be fucking 5 minutes long on a fucking 2 hour album. Like, come on, son, what are we doing? And I'm not just saying, like, if we want to be honest, like, you could disagree with me, but like, I don't want to say my opinion like it's fact, but like, I am a baby. I'm a hip hop baby. Like, I grew up on this shit. I remember being a baby hearing my mom playing All Eyes on Me album, playing Ready to Die, playing, The Sticky Fingers, my autobiography, Black Trash joint, playing R&B. Now I'm like a super R&B head. Like I love R&B too, but that's a different video. But I love this shit. So when I see this discourse for years, I've been wondering like, what? Maybe I just don't get it. And I listen to J. Cole. Every album he put out, I listen to it. Every album Drake puts out, I listen to it. I'm not the biggest Drake fan. I like Drake. What's the line? Um, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. I have a lot of R&B Drake. I think Scorpion B is actually underrated. But anyway, I listen to every Drake album. I listen to every Kendrick album. I listen to, for the most part, until like maybe the last 2 years, up until like maybe the last 2 years, I've listened to every album that comes out, hip hop wise. Even if I'm not a fan of the artist, I'll listen to it because you never know. Even if I get one song that I think is fire, I'm satisfied. I mess with Don Tol. I prefer early Don Toliver more than the new Don Toliver, but I still listen to every album. And I did not really like the new album, but I liked Rendezvous, and that song is on my playlist now because I really like it. So to me, the album was a success for me. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. When I listen to the Fall Off, I'm like, bro, there's so many better rappers than this. Like overall, like honestly, Jid, Earl Sweatshirt, Mick Jenkins. Isaiah Rashad. And when I'm saying these people, I'm not saying they're better, they have better pens than J. Cole. Which I do think like Mick and Jid, some of these people I do think have better pens than J. Cole, but it's overall. Like when you say you're the big three, when you're in the big three, I'm not just thinking you can rap good. I'm thinking like, okay, you make great albums. You're great at making songs. You're great at great at picking beats. You're great at everything that comes with being an artist. If you're the biggest, the big three, because if we're comparing you to someone who made, in my opinion, nothing was the same. I think I would say is my favorite Drake album. I don't even have any songs downloaded from that album, but to me, I guess I would say maybe that or Take Care is his best album. Like you can't really say compare like the fall off to Take Care. You can't compare the fall off to Good Kid, Mad City. You can't compare the fall off to Damn or to Pimp a Butterfly or shit. You can't even compare it to Mr. Morale, and that's my least favorite Kendrick album. And Kendrick is probably my favorite rapper. Like I don't hear any J. Cole album and I'm like, yo, this is the upper echelon of rapper that where I'm gonna say he's in the big three. I really don't understand where that ever came from. But let me keep going. And you probably gonna disagree with me with some of these people, but shit, I would say Boldy James. I would say fucking Saba. I would say fucking this one is I don't know, but maybe yeah, because I would say 1999 is better than every, or at least on par with J. Cole's best album. So I would say Joey Badass. Like I really I really don't get it, bro. Like I really don't even want to make this video because I feel like I'm just hating, but like I really don't get it. Because I don't care about hits, I don't care about like sales and all that. But let's talk about that. What was the last J. Cole hit? Like his hit, not first person shooter. What was his last hit? Like his song. The neighbors, neighbors think I'm selling whatever that one for y'all's only. That was wasn't that his last one? I know he was smoking the features. Like I think J. Cole should have just went the Andre 3000 route. Or just stayed in the bag of like I'm gonna just smoke everybody's feature. Cause he's not an album rapper. He is not. Forest Hill Drive is a good album. That's probably his best album. And I'm gonna be completely honest. That album is good mid. You know, like when if you smoke, you know, like sometimes you get mid that's just like unsmokable where you don't feel nothing. Then you got the good mid where you're like, okay, you know, this isn't the best, but I'm gonna hit, this isn't like za, but I'm like, this gets me right. Like this can get me through the day. And then you got the za where like if you hit this once, you putting it out and you're like, all right, I can't even hit this no more. It's not that, but I would say it's really, really good mid. If we're comparing it to like the upper echelon of rapper, like if you're saying you're the best, now if we're just saying alone, it's a great album. But if we're saying, okay, you're the biggest, you're the top three rapper, and we're comparing your albums, we're comparing your work, then it's just good mid. I don't get it. I don't get it. And maybe I am just a hater, but I'm not, because I know I'm a hip hop lover. I wanted to like the fall off. I wanted to like it. I was excited. Well, not really, because I'm not the biggest J. Cole fan, but I did listen to it as soon as it came out because I was excited that this is the last album. The birthday his mixtape, he went crazy. He was going crazy. But when it comes to albums, bro, I need more than just rapping well. I need more than just flowing good. Like I need to feel something. And I feel like J. Cole, for me at least, doesn't have the pen to make you feel like, especially for a 2 hour or damn near 2 hour album. Like, bro, if you gonna give me an almost 2 hour album, you gotta like really put your all into it. Really, like, I'm texting you. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And I think some of my dislike for J. Cole, it's no bias, but when the whole thing with Kendrick, the apology, like, I already felt my way about J. Cole before that. But at least before that, when he was smoking all the features and he was saying, like, he made his whole identity for the most part be, I'm the best rapper. If you mess with me, I'm smoking you. It's over. Anybody wants smoke. It's up. That's what he made his whole thing be about. Because I don't want to hear that, oh, he represents the 9 to 5 guys. He even said on the album, like, you think I'm humble, bitch? Like, nah, I dropped this or whatever he said. Like, nigga, he's a millionaire. Like, the optics look good when you don't get a haircut and you riding bikes everywhere. But, like, bro, come on. So, what does he really represent? Who is J. Cole? He was the dude who would smoke any rapper. That was his thing. He even said, I'm getting on everybody's feet. I'm getting on everybody's song and I'm spanking them. That was his whole thing. And that was fine. That was great. That I feel like was putting him in that discussion of like, all right, he's tired. Y'all not really paying attention to like his albums when he's really putting in work of like trying to make a concept and actually like trying. So let me just rap. Let me show y'all I'm the best rapper by just rapping on everybody's song, right? And that was working. But he got too big. His head got too big and he thought, pause. It got too big and he thought, when you really listen to First Person Shooter, like I feel like I'm the only one with common sense throughout this whole thing when I was watching everything happen. Cause on First Person Shooter, he says he brings up the big three thing. I'm sure Drake was probably like, bro, I don't even want you saying this on here. The nigga didn't want to do the song. So like, why are you mentioning it? But anyway, let's say this happened before that, before he even knew if he wasn't going to do the song. People debate who's the hardest MC. Is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started the league. But right now I'm feeling like Muhammad Ali. I'm going off top of what I remember. I'm not reading lyrics, so if they're wrong, my bad. But that was the gist of it. That's a nigga saying, hey yo, we the 3 best niggas in here. But I feel like right now, I'm better than all of these niggas. We are the best. Me, my guy right here, my guy right here. My guy right here is not with us right now, but we're the best. But I feel like I'm the better one out of everybody right now. Now, like at face value, it just sounds like, hey man, he's bigging up his people and he's saying what he's supposed to say. He's saying, hey, I feel like I'm the best, and that's fine. But then the other guy who wasn't with you right now was like, hey yo, fuck that. Don't put me in a category with y'all. I don't think I'm even in the same. Y'all are not even close to me. I feel like I'm better. You just say you right now. You feel like you the best. Probably because I'm not saying nothing right now. I'm not outside. Now that I'm back outside, I feel like I'm the best. Fuck you. We're not the big three. I don't think y'all are even close to what I can do. Y'all albums are not better than my albums. Y'all guest verses are not better than my guest verses. Y'all moments are not better than my moments. Right? That seems fair. That seems like a fair thing. Like if a nigga says, yo, a nigga brings you up and is like, hey yo, that's my guy. He's great, but I'm better than that nigga right now. And then you like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You my guy, but nah, nigga, I'm better. Like, I'm just chilling right now. Now you following me. J. Cole comes back and is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I guess he lets everybody gas him up. And he's like, he puts out 7 Minute Drill and he says, if he wasn't dissing, then we wouldn't be discussing them. Or whatever he said, something like that. And I remember when that came out and I was watching like those twin niggas with the beards, the 2 twins, I think Mallory brothers or Terrell, some shit like that. I'm sorry if I'm fucking up their names. I remember vividly one of them or both of them was like, facts, talk to this nigga.
Dissing, then we wouldn't be discussing. Lord, don't make me.
A fact about the nigga! We wouldn't even be talking about this nigga!
This is facts. If he wasn't dissing, we wouldn't. Bro, you brought me up. You brought me up. You brought me up. And I said, fuck that. You said we're the best, but I'm the better one. So how the fuck can you say if we weren't dissing, we wouldn't be discussing you? Nigga, you discussed me. You brought me up. During the whole thing, I'm like, bro, am I the only one that's am I the only one that with common sense? How is this facts? You brought me up, nigga. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm the best. And you say, if you weren't dissing, we wouldn't be discussing you, even though you brought me up. And then you decide, oh, snap. Maybe it's because everybody was like, this shit kind of mid, brother. This shit is not it. Or maybe you did genuinely have a moment of clarity and you were like, okay, this shit was lame. So then, like a couple days or a week, I don't remember exactly, but some time goes by, and then you go on your festival, your stage, and apologize to a nigga, right? The nigga didn't even respond yet, and you apologized. But anyway, it's like that. You hit the nigga, and then you like, oh shit, this nigga strong. You know what, my bro? We are brothers. Why are we doing this? We're brothers. We don't need to be fighting. That's what he did. He did one of those. You know what I mean? When they be like, how niggas be when you up pole, when you up this. Yeah, that's how it would be. That's how it is. Like, oh, come on, man. What are we fighting about, man? We is brothers. He was on that type of shit. Cool. I remember when I saw it, I was yelling at my girl like, bro, as everything was happening, I remember every event I was yelling at my girl and she did not care, but I didn't have anyone else to yell to, so I'm just like, bro, Kendrick was just on the Future album. He went crazy. He just called out. J. Cole just this good. J. Cole, bitch ass apologize. Oh my god. Like I was on this shit. Like every event, she had to hear about it. But then you apologize. We move past that. You make grippy and shit. And then you make the San Antonio, what is it? Port Antonio song. Me personally, I didn't really feel a way about that. I don't think he was saying like I would have won the battle. I think he's saying like it was bigger than if I won or lost. I just would have lost a bro. Like I would have lost a friend. So it's not about like, oh, would I won the battle, would I've lost the battle. I think people were like blowing that out of proportion and trying to make it be like, oh, I'm saying I would have won. But like that sounds stupid. Like I don't think that's what he was saying. If that was what he was saying, then I mean, okay, but okay. But I didn't think that was that big of a deal how people made it seem. What I took issue with, and this is one of the reasons that led me to even making this long ass, drawn out ass video, is I think it was the song when he was like going backwards, like the video where he's like telling the story, his life backwards or whatever. He's talking about like having the verse of the year and like my intent is to murk or something like that. NEMC is some shit like that. Granted, this could have been an old song. Granted, he probably still couldn't murk. See, my whole thing with him is I wish he would have, when he apologized, I wish he would have just said some shit along the lines of like, Kendrick is my guy. Drake is my guy. Well, whoever. Kendrick is my guy. What I did, he shouldn't have dissed him to begin with if that's how you felt. But let's say he did and he wanted to apologize. He should have just said, this is my guy. I let people get in my head and this is when it should have been, or I got gassed up in the moment. He's my guy. We're not doing that. If he chooses to diss me, all right, cool, but that's my guy. But the rest of you niggas, y'all not my guys. I don't fuck with y'all. If y'all try to come at me, I'm spanking shit. That's what he should have did. He should have drew the line and been like, hey yo, this is my guy. But the rest of y'all can say I'm scared of him, whatever. But this is my friend. I don't want to ruin our relationship. But the rest of y'all? But anyway, he puts the backward song out where he's like, his intent is to murk. And it's like, bro, even if that's true, you look crazy. You apologize to a nigga on your stage at your festival. You made it about another nigga. You just put out a whole mixtape and the shit was hard. The shit was cool. I like Mike Delete Later. But then you tainted it because then you fucking like, oh, I actually am gonna delete this one song later, but I'm gonna wait a week because I need to get these. I'm gonna see about the sales projections, but then then I'm gonna delete the song. Man, I feel like bro is just like, and it is about music. Like I don't know J. Cole, he could be the nicest, sweetest guy, but then too, let's look at the Cameron thing. That shit really, that was another thing that was like, it was another straw on the camel's back. That camel's back is strong as a motherfucker because there's so much fucking strands of shit on that nigga's back from this nigga J. Cole. Pause. So then the Cameron thing happens. If you don't know about the Cameron thing, basically Cameron said Cameron is suing J. Cole because Cameron did an intro for J. Cole on one of his tapes. Uh, J. Cole asked for it, and J. Cole also asked for a verse on the Might Delete Later. Cameron did both of those things. They were supposed to do like verse for a verse. In the industry, people do like a verse for a verse thing or like a song for a song, whatever the case may be. Cameron's like, when I put out an album, I need a verse. Cole agrees. When it was time for that, Cole reached out. J. Cole was like, "Oh no, I need this certain. I need like I need everything right when I make a verse. I need to put my all into it, so I can't really do it right now." Cameron's like, "Cool. Forget the verse. I have a podcast. I have a show. I believe it's Is What It Is, sports podcast, or pop culture podcast." He's like, "All right, forget the verse. Just do the interview." J. Cole's like, "Cool. When I have a project coming out, I'll do the interview then." He did not do the interview. Apparently, Cameron kept reaching out, and J. Cole kept giving him a runaround. And then eventually, J. Cole was just like, "Bro, I'm not gonna do it." So Cameron sues him because he did the verse for him, and he made money from it. And Cameron was supposed to get. I'm assuming they didn't do the business while like I'm gonna get publishing and royalties and shit. I'm gonna just do this favor for you, and you do a favor for me, type of thing. That sounds crazy. Like, nigga, hey man, who am I to tell? Anyway, so then I thought that shit looked fishy. I'm like, that shit sound crazy. Like, J. Cole presents himself, or his fans present him as like this, humble, nice dude, good dude. Not saying he's not, but that looks crazy. J. Cole's lawyers come out and basically saying, "Hey, yo, fuck Cameron, nigga. We did this shit. We did you a favor by you doing this shit, nigga. You doing the song on us was the best look for you, nigga. So fuck you. We not doing the verse. We not doing the interview. So, nigga, shut up." Basically.
This is exactly what happens. Being a man is keeping your word. And I know everybody's busy and everybody has things to do. But if I give you my word 4 or 5 times, I got to do it. So on his first project he did, I did an intro for him. I did the record for him for his intro. I told him I may need a verse whenever I get a project done. He said, cool. He had another project. I did a record in 20 minutes. I knocked that shit out and went off about my business. I need a verse. I'm exaggerating, but he's like the shock rain right now, and the moon got aligned with the stars, and when I write, I put my all into it. Okay, let's put your all into it then. You know what I'm saying? Give me that verse. You called me twice to do something, and I did it. One day you have 48 hours to do it. Then I knocked the other thing out as soon as I came to New York, because you ain't want to send me a record, you want to be in the studio with me. I knocked it out. Then I said, you know what, forget the record. Let's do an interview. Bet I got you. I got a project coming out in June. Let's do it around there. Cool, June is coming. Oh, we pushed the album back. I don't want to just do an interview. All right, cool. Now we're going to do it in October. All right, I'll call you back in October. Yo, what's up? Oh, man, Killer, you say, I tell you October, you call October, huh, nigga? Yeah, nigga. Yeah. So now this is when all the beef is going on with Kendrick Lamar. I can't do it now because I don't feel like talking about that right now. I said, look, I'll do the interview. I won't even bring that up. He says, nah, I can't do no interview and not talk about it. All right, well, when can I get the interview? Yo, February, definite. February, I'm dead ass on February. February come. Yo, what's up? Oh, shit. Yo, I'm still working, man.
More or less. So then I'm really looking at this nigga funny. I'm like, all right, man, this is getting a little past music. Like, your character is coming into play a little bit, which I don't give a fuck because I don't know you niggas. I'm here for the music, but your music to me is kind of mid, and now you seem like a shitty person alongside the image that you're trying to uphold. So it's just kind of like, it's just putting a bad taste. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I think J. Cole, the moral is I think J. Cole's a great rapper. But Westside Boogie, I didn't say him. Westside Boogie, definitely way better rapper, way better song maker, way better album maker. Sorry, I had to throw that in. It's a bunch more, but yeah, the moral is, I don't know, man. J. Cole can rap really well, but I just don't get it. Peace.